Hello, everyone. I'm back again. One more time. I forgot about my life after debt series, and somebody reminded me of that. Okay, so I kind of, sometimes I'll get on different subjects and I'll forget about my series that I've created. Now, this is for those of you that are debt free, or maybe have become debt free without letting me know, or just following my videos and you're there. Now that you're debt free, you're like, now what? Okay. So I'm going to use myself as an example so you can understand, because just to start this off, okay, if you're not debt free, you won't understand what I'm talking about. You won't understand what I'm meaning, nor will you can't even do it because you can't afford to do it. And this is not to put you down or nothing like that. I'm only talking mathematics, okay? Mathematics, savings minus debt. Add up all your savings, add up all your debt. And it goes savings minus debt equals how much money you have in real life. If that number's in the negative, and if you've always been in negative, you live in a debt matrix, so you cannot mathematically do or even hear what I'm about to tell you, what I'm about to say to the people. You're not going to be able to hear what I'm about to tell the people that are debt free, okay? Or even if you've been debt free and been raised all your life debt free, and you probably don't know this, but this is what I'm about to share with you. It's called phantom income. Now, if you're financially free, debt free, meaning that your finances are in the black, okay? And they've been there for a while, or you're newly here, this is for you. And you only you can understand what I'm about to say and tell you. All right. Now, this is what I'm about to do this year, okay? This coming up year, all right? And I'm almost 50, all right? Key thing, I'm almost 50. So first, you must know your tax bracket, okay? You must know what tax bracket you're in so you can understand what I'm saying. And now I'm going to use an arbitrary salary so you can understand what I'm going to do and why I'm going to do it. Okay? Now let's go with a salary of $100,000. I'm going to keep it even. Okay? Say like my salary is $100,000 a year. You plug your own numbers into this equation. First, locate where you're at in your tax bracket. Okay? All right. So this year, I'm going to be 50 in December. So the first thing I'm going to do is max out my 401k. That's $19,000. Okay? Now that I'm almost 50, I can add an additional $6,000. All right? Now I'm also going to max out my health savings account, because I can do a family. Max out my health savings account, HSA, health savings account, which is $7,000. Okay? Only people that are financially free can even do what I'm saying right now. That's a total of $32,000. $32,000 before tax dollars. I'm in the 24th percentile. With this example, with $100,000, I'm in the 24th percentile tax bracket. I get to take off $32,000. What does that do? This has now just pushed me into the 22 percentile tax bracket. Okay? See that tax savings? People in debt can't do that, nor can they see that. You must think of money collectively and not individually. Now, the tax savings, say like the tax savings with it is a few $1,000s, whatever. I'm gonna just throw that out there. The majority of people in debt cannot afford to save that kind of tax savings. Any tax saving that the majority cannot do, that you can do, is money in your pocket. Okay? So now, not only am I saving because I can add $6,000 more because I'm almost 50, right? Not only Am I putting $25,000 in my 401k? Okay, this is like double dipping. 25,000 in my 401k, 25,000 off of my annual income. Okay, now I throw in the HSA, which is $7,000. Okay, an additional seven. Now any out-of-pocket expenses, medical out-of-pocket expenses, instead of paying cash, which would be after-tax dollars. So say like my out-of-pocket expense, I'm gonna keep it round, simple numbers, was $1. If I was to pay that dollar with after-tax money, it's really not $1. I would have to add an additional 30 cents to pay that out-of-pocket medical expense to use a whole dollar. But since HSA, not only do I get to take that $7,000 off of my annual income, I get to use that card and use 100% of the dollar to pay for out-of-pocket medical expenses. So say like my out-of-pocket medical expenses for some medicine was $20, okay? I use the card and it's $20. It's not after tax $20, it's $20. Do you understand what I'm saying? Anything you do that the majority of people cannot is money in your pocket. So if the average person in debt, the 85% of Americans that are in debt that pay for out-of-pocket medical expenses, it's not a full dollar, it's 70 cents. So they have to add 30 more cents to pay for that. You don't. Anything the majority pay that you don't is money in your pocket. Do you understand? That's called phantom income. The reason, now I don't know this for sure, it just makes sense to me that I'm outside of the debt matrix. I'm part of the 15% that are financially free. The reason why they named it phantom income, because it's only invisible to those people that are in the debt matrix. They can't see it because they can't afford to do it because why? They're in debt. Now, this is not, remember, this is not a bad thing. This is not a mean thing. It's nothing. It's just mathematics, the stuff they taught us in grade school. It's not, you're not doing anything to anybody. It's something that they cannot see, nor can they afford because they're in debt. You can do this. That means the more money you save, the less you pay in taxes is money. The less you pay than the majority in taxes is money in your pocket. So if they all paid the top dollars at the end of the year, you have an additional $3,000-$4,000 saved from taxes. That's $3,000 or $4,000 in your bank account, in your pocket. Do you get it? This is only for people who are debt free, who are financially free, can afford to do this. Ain't that crazy? Now I get so excited to tell you this because when I was in debt, I'd never check it out. What should have been a hint. Never once in my life, in my entire adult working life, have I ever maxed out my 401k, ever. Never. It was always deposited from the minimum, from my job, maybe contributing. I never did that. Ever. Had I seen this before? That's guaranteed. Listen, maxing out before tax options or whatever, 401k, HSA, any other thing that are before tax, that is guaranteed money in your pocket. Guaranteed. You cannot lose. That's it. When you invest in the stock market, none of that is guaranteed. None of that. You invest, you max out your 401k and all pre-tax, before tax options. That's guaranteed tax savings. That anything that brings you down in your current tax bracket, that's money in your pocket. Had I known this years ago, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I would have been a millionaire with a regular job. Have you noticed, those of you that are financially free, have you noticed that life is not even expensive? It's not really that expensive, is it? It's not even expensive. You can live anywhere. It's not even that expensive. Have you noticed it was only expensive because you were in debt? That's crazy, huh? Crazy. You know what was now you can see what was killing you. Finance and everything. All the finance charges all add up. And this is all you gotta this is what you gotta do. Now that you're out of the debt matrix, think about the people that you used to listen to about investing. All right. How they used to add up all this interest that they thought they were earning in the stock market, right? They sound so smart. Oh, I invested in this stock, and this is my using words like portfolio, interest rates, just fancy stock market terms. Ain't it? It's crazy. It's crazy, right? Now all you got to do is listen to them, and you can clearly hear that they are in debt. Now listen. Now watch this. Listen to this part. Okay. Now you can just hear some of the things like they'll talk about their car payments or their mortgage payments or the dreaded student loan that they're still paying on their student loan. This is what's reality. This is why they can't see phantom income. If you add up in your head everything they kind of just told you about the car, because they usually brag about how much a car costs as if they paid cash for it, right? Or they'll talk about their student loans. Just those two. If you added up all those two, added up their savings and their debt, savings minus debt equals how much money they are using to invest in the stock market. 9 times out of 10, that number is in the negative. Now they're investing negative dollars into the stock market, into their stock, whatever they're talking about, whatever they talk. It doesn't matter. Math doesn't care how they feel about it, but it's in the negative. It's mathematically impossible to invest negative dollars into anything. That's according to math. That's not according to me. That's according to math. So you're probably saying to yourself, then what money are they using to invest? The bank's money. They're indirectly investing for the bank, because if their finances are in the negative, it's mathematically impossible to invest negative dollars. So the only thing they can do is indirectly or directly borrow money from the bank. The bank cannot lose. The bank doesn't care. If they invest in something, not knowing that they're investing in the bank money, and they lose, there is no risk to the bank. They still owe the bank money. They still owe the bank. Oh, you lost, whatever. You still owe us payments. It doesn't matter to me. You see what I'm saying? Zero loss. See what? And now, if you're financially free and been financially free or just becoming financially free, did you see that coming? You probably didn't. You probably was like me at first. Oh, I'm financially free. Now what? It just comes to you now. You just listen to people speak. Just listen to what they say. Now you listen to the people you thought were so smart. Real estate investors, real estate house people selling houses. Do they know and not know? Who knows? I don't know. Doesn't matter. Math is math. You hear them talk, hey, yeah, I'm getting 6% return on my retirement and all this other stuff. Listen, savings minus debt equals how much money you're investing in retirement. Savings minus debt equals how much money you're matching. If that number's in the negative, they're not investing in retirement. They're not matching anything. And so you're probably thinking, how come they don't know? Who knows? Does it matter? You think the bank cares if they know or don't know? The bank doesn't care. The bank is here to make money, not teach people about money. Now, for the people that are financially free now, go look at your credit report. See the way it is? It's blank. You might have a credit card or two because you know exactly what to do. You know to pay it off at the end of every single month. If you guys, for the people that are in debt, if you've never seen a credit report, go look at mine. Go on my Instagram, DebtAintMyDaddy. Go on my Facebook, DebtAintMyDaddy. Go look at an entire credit report and how it will look. Debt-free people, look at mine. I'm 9 times out of 10, yours will look exactly like mine. When you walk in the bank and you going for a mortgage for a house, and you show the bank your credit report and it looks like that, and you got the 20+% down on a house, they will not dare insult you with anything less than a conventional loan. How do I know? Because they know you know. They already know you know. Yeah, your credit report, your credit score will kind of matter, but you know it'll naturally be high. I mean, go look at mine. Do I try to make it that high? Mm-mm. No, it's just that way because I know it's a tool. You have to know it's a tool now. You have to know that your credit report is unlike 85% of Americans that are in debt. They believe in revolving credit. They think you need to stay in debt to have a high credit score. That's not, you understand, that's not true. Only people in the debt matrix believe that. That's a belief. Now is the time, if you have the money, is to go get a conventional mortgage. You have to worry about PMI, FHA, all this stupid nonsense. That's all nonsense. That's all for people that will not accept that they cannot afford a home. All the things that attract them to an FHA mortgage, low bad credit, no money down, those are all, listen, those are all indicators that they should know that they can't afford a house. Those are indicators, bad credit, no money. See the way they look? Money is spoken in two languages. They don't see what it's really saying. If you have bad credit, you can't afford a home, figure out why you have bad credit. If you have no money to put down on the home, figure out why you have no money. You've been working all your life. You have no money to put down on a home. You are not ready for a home because you have no money. But they don't see it that way. The banks now, when you go into the bank, you should clearly understand, you should clearly see right now, banks are not big, bad, and evil. You know how the people in the debt matrix complain about, how big banks are and they lace their whole banks with leather furniture, gold leaf, whatever. This is what they're really saying. Hey, this is how the banks, I was looking at it wrong when I was in the debt matrix. I was thinking, oh man, look at all this money they're wasting, blah, blah, blah. When you're stepping out the debt matrix, this is what they're saying. Hey, look how much money we are making. Look, we're just making stuff. We're just building stuff. We're putting gold on stuff because we have so much money. All you got to do is learn how to speak the language. You can have some of this money. Here, you want some? We're just not going to just give it to you. You got to understand how we speak. When you walk in with your credit report, they will know exactly. They will know you understand the language. You see, the example I showed you at the beginning of this video, did you see what I did? I dropped myself from the 24 percentile tax bracket down to the 22 percentile tax bracket. Now, if somebody with $100,000 making the same amount of money I'm making, but they're in debt, they have to stay up here. They have to pay the top 24 percentile taxes. They can't put anything into retirement because they're in debt. So it's a lose-lose. And they don't even know. You know what most people think? Oh, I got to make more money. You know what it does? Make more money. Do more overtime. They're adding up. It's like these hourly workers. They'll add up this money in their minds, thinking, oh yeah, I'm working holiday. I'm getting double time and a half. All they're doing is pushing themselves up in the tax bracket. Every hour they work, they're making less and less. They think they're making more. They add this hourly wage up in their head, totally forgetting about Uncle Sam. Why did they do that? I don't know. Doesn't matter. Math doesn't care. But with you understand. It forces you, listen to what I'm saying. It forces you to understand how the tax system works and why it is in place. If you've never thought about it this way, think about it this way so you can better understand it. Take the time to better understand the rules. How come a person can owe hundreds of thousands of dollars to the student loan debt for their entire life, but they cannot do the same to the IRS? How come? You go to prison. Why is that? Stop and think about it. Why is that? There's a reason, because it's the backbone of the whole system. We can't have people cheating on taxes. If you even messing with somebody that even sounds like they're cheating on your taxes, they even sound like they say, "Oh man, I'm gonna get you the most money." They sound like they're riding a fence, start making up stuff that don't exist. You better stop using them right now. There is absolutely no reason to be breaking the rules. No reason. There's absolutely no reason. That's a debt matrix pattern. When you're out of debt, you can see people in the debt matrix. They have a pattern. They don't even know they have a pattern. That's crystal clear. If you're an IRS agent, that is crystal clear. Crystal clear. You better thank God I'm not an IRS agent. Ooh. I'll just spot somebody. Oh, okay. Because people in the debt matrix, they think they keep getting away with stuff since they haven't. The IRS has knocked on their door 1 year, 2 year, 3 year. Oh man, then they get more. They get more and more comfortable and start getting used to the money that they're not supposed to be getting because they're supposed to be paying taxes. Now they've adjusted. They've adjusted to themselves from cheating, but all they're doing is this. Digging themselves deeper and deeper in the hole. And then one day at the top of the hole, guess what? The IRS agent says, "Hey, what are you doing?" "Yeah, you. What are you doing?" They're going, "Huh? What? You know you're not supposed to do that, right?" "Oh, I didn't know that." Whatever. Here you go. Pay that or else you're going to prison. Now they're in a panic, doing whatever it takes. Now you got to be forced to stop acting, stop thinking you're against, you don't have to follow the rules. Now you're forced. And some people don't even wake up from that. Hmm. I want to be the first to welcome them. If I've helped you over here, I'm the first to welcome you here. If you got here on your own and I'm helping you now that you're outside the debt matrix, you didn't know what to do, you didn't even see phantom income, welcome. Welcome to this whole you're going to feel like a financial baby. When you get out of debt matrix, you still wearing diapers over here. There's so much I don't even know yet. This part right here will help you in your business finances. Once you understand, hey, you kind of mess with the taxes and you say, "Oh man, I can do this and I can save money from taxes," then you're going to step over into the business side. And that's a whole new world right there. I'm still learning all that. There's even more tax savings over there. But this will help you. This will help you if you're looking to get in your own business. Okay, now in the debt matrix, there's a bunch of fakes and phonies that pretend like they're rich. But now that you're financially free, those guys are easy to see. You know, they got the fake cars and houses in the background, and they money, 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 look and draped and all this other stuff, and the fancy suits. But all you got to do is look at their personal credit reports now, and you can clearly see they have no money. That's just a front. When you go over to the business side of things, it's exactly the same because there's less of them, but there's a bunch of fakes and phonies over here too. Don't be fooled by the size of their business, the stuff they have. Don't be fooled by any of that stuff. Don't be fooled by any of it. Ask to see their personal credit report. How is that possible, Linnell? You probably say, "What do you mean? What?" Because if they didn't learn over here in their personal finances, they carry those same habits over here. So now when it's time for you to choose a business partner or buy a business from somebody, all you got to do is look at their personal credit report, all three of them. Their personal credit report will not lie to you. You can navigate through all the fakes and phonies, all of them. And they will not have a clue how you're doing it. They will not be able to figure it out. And even if I know asking for the personal credit report is a stretch, but all you got to do is ask little questions, because money is spoken in two languages. If they didn't learn the language of debt free over here, they damn sure don't know it over here. So all you got to do is say a couple of things. Hey man, that's a nice house. What kind of mortgage do you have? I don't know. Or FHA, you better stop listening to them. Don't even pay attention to them. Hey, is that your car? Yeah. Ooh, I know that payment is getting you. Oh, it ain't nothing. That's enough. That's all you need to know. That they're making car payments. That's it. Doesn't mean anything after that. Shut it down. That's a front. That's it. Another short one. And when I say short, under 30 minutes. All right, you guys have a wonderful day. That's like 3 in a row today. I was feeling myself. All right. For those of you that are new to my channel, please do not hesitate to reach out to me at DebtAintMyDaddy@gmail.com. Set up a free 30-minute consultation. Or you could even briefly write me something in the email. If it's quick, I'll respond to it. You know, you might have a question on something, you know. I have if you like my channel and just not ready to take that step, but you're being inspired by it, or I've helped you in some way, click that donation channel. I got a donation link will be under this video. Click that and donate what you wish. Write a quick note to me. Let me know. Please subscribe. Hit the reminder buttons for if you want to interact with me during a video. You might have a question, because I got a few followers that do that. They do it just exactly that. Tongue twisting myself. My brain be going faster than my mouth. And before I leave, let me just say this to you, okay? I will be unlike anybody you look for on YouTube. Ain't that crazy? Now, I know that sounds like I'm bragging. I'm not. One thing, like I said, you can go look at my full entire credit report, and you got to ask yourself, how come nobody else does that? How come nobody else shows their entire personal credit report? Why is that? Why they always talk about credit scores and not full entire credit reports? There's a reason they don't show you, because they are in debt. And 9 times out of 10, if you got bad credit and they have good credit, you're probably closer to financial freedom than they are. Whoever's closer to zero is the winner. Does that? I know that sounds crazy, but if I got you to zero, right? Say like you called me and said, "Hey man, I need a plan," and I helped you get to zero. And then somebody says, "Hey, how much is your net worth?" And you say zero to the people in the debt matrix. That sounds like you're just broke, right? How much is your net worth? Zero. They don't know they're under zero, hundreds of thousands of dollars. Look at student loan debt. Let's just use student loan debt as an example. Student loan debt's in the trillions. They got hundreds of thousands of dollars in student loan debt. They're way under zero. And you got no debt, you're at zero, you're way more than that. You're way higher than them. And by you saying zero, they're gonna be like, ooh, you're broke. See what I'm saying? They don't understand what you're saying. They can't understand the money language, the debt-free language. They don't understand. This is your channel. I couldn't stop sharing with you guys if I wanted to. Again, come here. If you cannot find the answer anywhere, you come back here. Use the tools that I'm giving you. Test what I'm saying. Use everything I'm saying out into the debt matrix. Just throw all that stuff out there. Have a good one. That's it for today. I know I keep saying that, but it is. This is it. All right, you guys have a wonderful day. All right, see you later.